Hare Krishna. So Bhagavad Gita was spoken in the emergency setting where Arjuna was in emergency, and the whole world was in emergency actually. Similarly, at present also, many people are feeling that there is emergency in the world because of this corona thing. So we are in line with Arjunji, sitting, taking advantage of this emergency, sitting at homes, and thanks to Zoom that we are having this wonderful opportunity. So many devotees together. So Prabhuji asked me to take last 22 verses of 13th chapter, so which is one of the technical chapters of Bhagavad Gita, which honestly I have not much studied. But then I was browsing through different shlokas and found that text number 8 to 12 very wonderfully tells the qualities which His Grace Aniruddha Chandra Prabhu must have covered already. So in the remaining shlokas, I was thinking that okay, if something I can relate to in my life, then surely I can, serve something practically. So recently I came across this shloka, number 26. So Krishna is talking many things to Arjuna. So Krishna is telling that in the text 24, Krishna is telling that if somebody understands this philosophy of material nature, living entity, and the interaction of three modes, so such a person is sure to attain liberation. He will not take his birth again here in this material world, regardless of his present position. Then in text 25, Krishna says that some people will understand super soul through jnana, some people will understand through yoga, and some people will understand through karma yoga or nishkam karma yoga. So then Krishna mercifully goes forward, maybe thinking about us. Krishna next shloka says, Anyatva evam ajanantah shrutva anyebhya upasate te api cha ti taranti eva mrityum shruti parayanaha. So then Krishna says about people like me who are not much conversant in spiritual knowledge. So text 26, chapter 13, translation I will read. If those who have Bhagavad Gita with them, they can kindly refer to that. Chapter 13, text 26, translation. And if somebody would like to read it, I'll be very glad. Somebody would like to read the translation.
Ruchi Mataji or Jayesh, anybody? Nikhil Prabhu, anyone?
You can raise your hands, I'll unmute you. Who would like to read?
Yes. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji,
you are audible. Please read.
Yes. Again, there are those who, although not conversant in spiritual knowledge, began to worship the Supreme Person upon hearing about him from others. Because of their tendency to hear from authorities, they also transcend the path of birth and death.
Thank you.
Haribol.
So well, recently, a few days ago, 5-6 days ago, I came across this shloka and found it very relevant for myself. Because Krishna says, Ajanantaha, one word in this text, without spiritual knowledge. So yes, in today's world, who cares for spiritual knowledge? Who knows? Before coming to ISKCON, who knew what is karma yoga, what is karma kanda? And what do I have to do anything with this in my life? And even after coming to ISKCON, for person like me, still at the max, it matters is this much only, that something is there, Karma Yoga. The book, one Prabhupada's book is there, small book, that I distribute for 15 rupees, that I know. So this happens sometimes with people like me. So I could relate to this shloka very well. So I thought we'll discuss maybe a few minutes on this. So Krishna says that yes, some people will practice Karma Yoga, some will practice Jnana, some will practice Ashtanga, and they will realize super soul and these truths about nature, enjoy, and consciousness. But for people who are ajanantaha, what is the hope? What is their hope in spiritual path? Krishna mercifully gives hope for them also. That is merciful heart of Krishna. He does not spare or leave behind anybody. He actually loves us. Sometimes, in the company, somebody in the office, somebody may say, "Arey, you have got this very nice gulab jamun." So we may give, but we will not have that much, concern or liking to give. But Krishna has genuine concern for everyone out of his heart. So Krishna brings people like me also into the fold. That okay, such people begin to worship the Supreme Person upon hearing about him from others. So in this category, we, at least myself, we fall in this category, that hearing from others. We heard from somebody, there is nice kirtan going in temple. There is nice festival happening this weekend in temple. There is some nice speaker is there and he's speaking very nice philosophy or very nice classes he's giving. Like that we hear from somebody. Or we hear somebody's Vaishnav qualities. Like just very recently I heard this incident when one of the great disciples of Srila Prabhupada, His Grace Jayananda Prabhu. So Jayananda Prabhu, he left his body even before Srila Prabhupada, and Srila Prabhupada confirmed that he has gone back to spiritual world. Great devotee of Srila Prabhupada. So he was making Rath Yatra chariots. So then one day he was below the chariot and he just saw from below, lying below the chariot, he saw some boy is passing, the legs of the boy he saw. Then he stopped the boy, requested him to help him in driving some nails, and then the boy helped. So after a few minutes of help, Jayananda Prabhu thanked him very much. And he said, I have a gift for you. Please take the chabi of this, my office. Go straight inside the office. There is one gift kept, big yellow gift kept, yellow-red gift kept for you on the table of my office. So you go and bolt the door from inside. Otherwise, others will ask for that gift. So that new boy, he goes inside the office, opens and sees on the table a big Alfonso mango. A very big, you cannot hold in one hand, so big. So he immediately bolted the door and started honoring the mango prasadam. And it was so juicy, with a lot of, Gouda pulp. He enjoyed. And later on, came out and said, thank you, Jayananda Prabhu. And this boy actually later on became his holiness Jai Pataka Swami Maharaj ki
Jai, 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 jai ho, jai ho.
So later Maharaj said that the taste of mango lasted for half an hour only. But the taste of Jayananda Prabhu's sweet love lasted a lifetime. So we may hear some Vaishnava's qualities, Srila Prabhupada's qualities. So Krishna is telling this hearing is our hope. Hearing from others. Then Krishna says in translation, because of their tendency to hear from authorities, they also transcend the path of birth and death. Because they have a liking, they have a tendency, they have natural inclination, proclivity, towards hearing from saintly people, the message of scriptures. So just by this tendency, Krishna is telling, they will also transcend the path of birth and death. And that was Vedic way. If we see even gopis, in 10th canto 31st chapter, we have the Gopi Gita, and that prayers of gopis are astoundingly, even scripturally, even Sanskritically, it is unbelievably brilliant, mind-boggling. One of the prayers they say is Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavibhiriditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadatam Bhuvi Grinanti Ye Bhurida Jana. So 10.31.9, this very famous prayer in which gopis they say that those people who spread this glories of Krishna, who speak the glories of Krishna, they are Bhurida Jana, they are the munificent people, they are the most munificent people, they are the great people. So that was the Vedic way of learning. Even village ladies, simple village ladies, दूध दोहने वाली माताएं गांव की, simple, they were so learned. Similarly, we have the example of Mother Sachi in Chaitanya Charitamrita. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he sits on the garbage dump and then speaks Mayavad. And then Mother Sachi, in one shloka, she speaks two analogies to defeat his child son and defeats Mayavad out and out. So that was the Vedic way that even ladies could speak such philosophy just because of hearing, or they could glorify Krishna from the heart. There is another very beautiful prayers by the gopis when Krishna is leaving for Mathura along with Akrurji. Evam bruvana virahaturabhrisham Visrijya lajjam rurudasma suswaram. Vishakta manasa Govinda damodara madhaveti Govinda damodara madhaveti Govinda damodara madhaveti. So just because of hearing, the simple village ladies, they can call out Krishna's name with so much love. And for us, it is a project of a lifetime. So this tendency to hear, if we develop in our life, that is great success actually. That is great success. If we can develop this tendency to hear, just by this tendency only we will attain Krishna. And not only this, I was, while preparing for this shloka, seeing, so I saw one lecture of Srila Prabhupada which Prabhupada gave in Bombay only, on this very shloka. Srila Prabhupada was giving example of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Rai Samvad. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asks Ramananda Rai that what is the highest religious principle, spiritual principle, so Ramananda Rai says, Sarvadharman Parityajya is the highest. Mahaprabhu says, no, this is external. Tell me more, tell me more. Finally, and it tells, first it tells Varnashrama, then it tells Sarvadharman Parityajya. I'm sorry. And then it has different levels. Mahaprabhu keeps rejecting, no, this is not good, this is not the best. Finally, he comes to the prayer of Brahmaji, 10.14.3, in which Brahmaji says, Jnane prayasamudapasannamanta eva jivanti sanmukharitam bhavadiya vartam ye prayasho jito pistais trilokyam sthane sthita shuddhikatam tanuman manobhi ye prayasha jito pistais trilokyam. So this shloka is quoted by our Ramananda Rai to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That what is the hope? Sthane sthita shuddhikatam. अगर कोई व्यक्ति अपने स्थान पर स्थित रहता हुआ, situated in his own occupational place, occupational duty wala place, whether at home, whether at brahmacharya ashram, wherever that person is situated in life, sthane sthita shrutigatam, if he just takes to hearing about Krishna, then what will happen? Ye prayashah, generally, ye prayasha ajita, that Lord Ajita, which is normally not to be won over by easily, Jitopisi, even that Lord can be won over just by hearing. So in this shloka, I found a lot of hope for myself, people like myself, that just if we keep hearing about Krishna from bona fide sources, from bona fide shastras, from those people who have developed liking for Krishna and liking for serving Krishna. That is our hope out of this material world. Otherwise, in the fast-paced world today, and in a city like Bombay, having so much, uh, breakneck speed, people are running, and cutthroat competition. If you are not performing well, there are 20 people, behind your shoulder to replace you. So in this world, sometimes we may miss out Krishna, the most important thing in life, the most important person, the most important goal of life, the root of everything. So hearing is this hope which Krishna is giving in this chapter. In fourth chapter also Krishna says something like that, but here so specifically Krishna says about people like me who are ajananta, without much spiritual knowledge. For them, what is the hope? Shrutva, Shrutva, Anyabhya. So hearing from others, this is the hope. And this is how they can begin to worship. And that is how we can see, Srila Prabhupada in his lecture was telling also on this shloka, that simply if people chant Hare Krishna and hear this vibration, if they simply hear this vibration, our hearts can be changed and will naturally, spontaneously become attracted to Krishna. So this is our hope, that if we chant, and whatever number of rounds we are chanting, 8 rounds, 12 rounds, 16 rounds, whatever is our minimum prescribed quota I have taken daily, if I chant those rounds very nicely, very nicely means what? Very nicely means, as His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj says, at the time of chanting, doing nothing else. Maharaj always says this, doing nothing else. Not even externally, physically, but even mentally also. Not that, okay, some parallel processing is going on. That, okay, let me chant. In the meanwhile, that other person will finish that work. And in the meanwhile, I'll finish these 2 rounds. And if he calls, I'll attend his call. So the mind has a parallel process to be attended to. No, even not that. So we should try to chant. This is the Yoga Dharma. This is the only hope in our modern world today, this chanting of Hare Krishna. If we just hear this chanting and hear regularly message of Shastras, then we have great hope that we can also surely cross over this ocean of nescience. Otherwise, we can see there is a lot of difficulty because everywhere people are treating life as if they are never going to die. So a few days ago, I had sent one email around 10 days ago, some precautions about Corona to our students. I had sent to some of the devotees also, Nikhil Prabhu, Jayesh Prabhu, Uday Prabhu, many devotees, Agniyesh Prabhu. So in that I had written this point that even if I escape Corona, something else will come and kill this body. So before this next death comes, let me do some permanent solution. We are all working hard for permanent job, permanent home, a permanent car. But all that permanent thing also will become temporary after a few years. But so we don't have to do nothing new or something. We just have to chant our whatever rounds we are chanting with full focus, attention, and preferably in the morning hours before children have got up or something like that. You have to find out your own time and hear those rounds very well. Prabhupada says when we hear the Hare Krishna mantra, this Krishna is not different from Krishna the person. So if we allow the sound vibration to touch my consciousness, to go inside my ears, it will touch the consciousness. That touch of Krishna will make me feel so good, so good. And you will be able to see, we will be able to see that although material life will be topsy-turvy, although many things are not going my way, although there are many people who are not in good terms with me or who are, eyeing at my success, but still somehow we will feel that satisfaction, that poise, that joy in life, that I am satisfied. I am satisfied. Otherwise, people are doing what not today, but satisfaction is something they miss. One very big person, friend of his own is Badrinaran Das Goswami Maharaj. So Badrinaran Das Goswami Maharaj was telling that his friend, a very big man, so he met Maharaj after 40 years, his actually school friend. Around 6-7 years ago he met. So he said that I enjoyed life with both, I grabbed life with both hands, but happiness slipped right through the fingers.
Wow.
So 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 this is something should not happen to me in today's age. And now if we can see that this कोरोना को भी इतना बड़ा बना दिया है, जैसे कि पता नहीं क्या हो गया. संजय दिन बता रहे थे कल परसों ही, कहते कि around according to the WHO report, in 2018 15 lakh log died because of TB. So in comparison to that, this corona is nothing. It's just media is hyping it, making it a hype to make money. But there are much more dangerous things than this corona also, and that is the virus of our own anarthas. So one devotee was very beautifully sharing some 1-2 points. I'll just like to 3-4 minutes I'll speak on that, then we will stop. If any devotee has any questions, I can share. So the devotee was telling that these anarthas, lust, anger, greed, specifically these 3 things, is killing us not one life. These 3 anarthas primarily are killing us many lives, and the whole world is doing nothing about it. Rather, people are systematically propagating these 3 things: lust, anger, and greed. Systematically, imperceptibly, subtly, you can see, you people are in the world more than me now. You can see this is happening. So, and if lust is satisfied, then greed increases. If lust is not satisfied, then anger comes. So these anarthas not only is one corona, but they together in a gang, they attack us. And Srila Prabhupada says, each desire when we get to enjoy in this material world, that each desire we are creating our future bodies. With each desire, Srila Prabhupada said once that even if we have a desire to eat one gulab jamun, for that one gulab jamun we'll have to take one birth to eat that gulab jamun one. So these anarthas are killing us so many lifetimes, because each birth means each death. And another thing we can see, that this anartha is all pervading. People are telling pandemic. We did not even know this pandemic was not there in our common vocabulary till this corona. So we had to look up in the dictionary when this word came in the news. It's a pandemic. Oh, it's a pandemic means a worldwide. Worldwide epidemic is called as pandemic. So we had to see it. So, but bigger than that pandemic is this anarthas, lust, anger, greed, which is practically every jiva is suffering with this. Specifically human beings. 7 billion people are suffering with this. Only 1.5 or 2 million people are suffering from corona, and it has become such a big news. But 7 billion people are suffering from these anarthas, and nobody's talking about it because they don't have solution about it. So they've kept it aside and let us keep suffering. Jeena isi ka naam hai. And then they make serials like this. Jeena isi ka naam hai. So they make fool out of us actually. We have the solution. No, Jeena isi ka naam nahi hai. जीना ऐसे खा के जीना इसका नाम नहीं. जिंदगी में बहुत कुछ है, भगवद गीता है, हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र है, श्री प्रभुपाद जी की शिक्षाएं हैं, हमारे लिए होप है लाइफ में. We need not fall for the serials. जीना इसी का नाम है. Correct ना?
Yes, very much.
And another one nice point that devotee was sharing was that corona, the whole world has become alarmed. Somebody told the news today that how India has sent a team of 15 doctors to Kuwait to assist and help them in their corona operations. So people all over the world are understanding this corona is a big enemy. Right? But shockingly, astonishingly, surprisingly, the biggest enemies, these anarthas of lust, anger, and greed, everybody considering them as a friend. And to the degree somebody can fulfill his desires. Lust does not only mean lust for sex. Lust means for anything inordinate, too much, excessive desire to enjoy anything. That is called as lust. So nowadays, people consider these enemies as the best friends. Lust, anger, and greed. If somebody can have a lot of money and a lot of greed for money, he's considered, a hero. Wow, he has one life. Similarly, somebody can enjoy a lot of his senses, fulfill his lust. He is considered, a hero. इसने तो दुनिया जीत ली यार, इसने तो बाजी मार ली. People think like that. So these biggest enemies, they are portrayed as friends. When New Year comes, so all the Mumbai, around Andheri area where I travel much. So they have big billboards showing that how you can enjoy lust in different ways in our New Year parties by spending 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees per ticket. So which are the biggest, the things which are biggest enemies? People pay money. It's just like movies also, they pay money to go into illusion, into that dark room, like that. So this is the situation of the world, that the biggest enemies are being floated, sold as the friends and the sources of enjoyment. Whereas time and again we can see the customer review of this material enjoyment is very poor. So to wake us up from all these illusions, Krishna says hearing is the hope. So in the purport of text 26, if we see Srila Prabhupada is quoting the same thing which he spoke in the lecture also, and in the middle of the purport, Lord Chaitanya has said that in this age no one needs to change his position. Stay wherever you are. But one should give up the endeavor to understand the absolute truth by jnana, speculative reasoning. Then what to do? One should learn to become servant of those who are in knowledge of Supreme Lord. If one is fortunate enough to take shelter of a pure devotee, hear from him about self-realization and follow in his footsteps, one will be gradually elevated to the position of a pure devotee. So all we have to do is take shelter of Srila Prabhupada and his bona fide representatives and hear from them submissively, and slowly by hearing the message of Shastras from such devotees and by chanting Hare Krishna and hearing our Hare Krishna mantra very nicely, sincerely, we'll make imperceptibly, we'll make very smooth and sweet progress, and we'll feel, Vaikuntha, even in our homes also. That is the beauty of Srila Prabhupada's mission. It's not that Srila Prabhupada says everybody has to go and join temple or become a brahmachari or vagara. No. That is Srila Prabhupada's practical message, that even at home you can turn your home into Vaikuntha. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Je dine grihate bhajan dekhi, grihate golok bhoy. That my house turns into Goloka Vrindavan when I see the kirtan and chanting and bhajans being performed by my wife and children, playing on mridanga and kartal. Kirtana dhvani shuniya jabe, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says. So our homes can become Vaikuntha if we just add Hare Krishna Mahamantra and to our life, and maybe we can do 5-10 minutes kirtan also. Today only I sent one email to devotees. 3.13 Prabhupada writes in the purport that how just by taking prasadam and chanting Hare Krishna Kirtan, whatever contaminations, the sinful activities are there in the life, they get purified. They keep getting purified. So this is a simple message that from Bhagavad Gita 13th chapter, which I could take for myself. I thought I will share with you devotees for a few minutes.